Well, good eves. Once again, I've just got back from a walk, so I'm a bit, how do you do? It's a little bit cool out there, so I did have to put a flannel on, but I'm thinking it's moderately okay for now. I'll probably cool down if I took it off. So anyway, while I was out this evening, I started thinking about, I hadn't really thought about it for a while, but I had this FAPPAS party, as I called it back then. It was a bit silly, I guess, a bit immature, but it was the Flat Earth Anarchy Political Party of Australia, hence FAPPAS. And because, I don't know about you, but I think most of us FAP seemed fairly appropriate. And I took a long neck with me, which I'm quite surprised I've still actually got some left, so I'm moderating my drinking too, which is good to see. I've had a big day, won't go into that. What I want to go into is the things I was thinking about on my walk, and of course it'd be great if I could go into them while I'm on the walk, because that's when I was thinking of them. I've got an uncle like that too. He always says when he's off on his bike rides how he has the most amazing enlightened thoughts and stuff, and as soon as you get home to write them down or think about it, they're gone. They're only there at the time. So I'll try and recall as much as I can. Now, basically, it's about the way I've watched throughout my lifetime. I was only born in 71, and 1971, that is, not 18, not that old. I've watched the demise of people who worked hard all their lives and lose everything as a deliberate result, I'm pretty certain, a deliberate, concentrated effort to suck the wealth out of the people and drive them into oblivion, drive them into wanting to commit suicide. I mean, I knew someone the other day that made a point of saying he was thinking about doing it. He got into a heap of shit for that. Had the cops called on him, he got kidnapped from his home and taken in a frickin' ambulance to a hospital and held for hours as a prisoner, until finally he just winked and nodded and walked out the door and had to walk 20 fucking kilometres home. No, I'm not fucking happy about that. I won't be hinting about that ever again. But the thing is, I survived, and I think that there's this strong vibe around it at the moment. It sort of happens around this time of year anyway, where people get this extra depressed. And I sort of hit the nail on the head with that. I think because where I'm doing my slave wage, which is getting less and less and less anyway, I won't go into why, but it's totally fucking unfair. But they play these frickin' Christmas carols over the PA system, and you've just got to listen to them and put up with them. And, okay, what it is, Santa is Satan. Just arrange a couple of letters. Satan's clause. And there's two terms for a clause, isn't there? There's the signed contract, that's a clause. And there's Satan's claws, grabbing you and wanting to strangle you or rip your heart out or whatever. And so they bamboozle you, and it was actually as I saw a kid or heard a kid riding his new skateboard down the driveway this evening that it came to me. Santa's gone and brought you a present, has he? That's how it works. He knows if you've been naughty, he knows if you've been good. Or he sees you when you're sleeping, he sees you when you wake. He knows if you've been bad or good, so be good for goodness sakes. And if you're good, he'll reward you with presents. If you do his bidding, that's what being good is. Do his bidding, and you'll be rewarded. Stand up to the fucking bastard. And all of a sudden you're a pariah of the community. Because all these people have been bamboozled with Christmas for hundreds of years now. That one night of the year you'll get rewarded for being good all year long. It's the big satanic lie. Can't drink that much at a time when you're walking. When you're sitting down and relaxing. So, what do I mean by big satanic lie? Well, the ball Earth is the biggest part of it. It's all connected. It's all come from hundreds of years ago, when Mr. Copernicus was convinced. He didn't really actually believe in it himself, but he was convinced by the Vatican, who had kidnapped him, to expand on his theory, and let's use this to imprison people into this false idea. We're on a spinning ball of limited space, limited amounts of wealth, and that's a good way of enslaving them. Is, oh, well, if you want to buy this, well, you're going to have to work for so many hours and pay X amount in tax before you are privileged enough to have the right to have this present, this worldly good. You give your life away, year after year, week after week, day after day, hour after hour, minute after minute, so you can have some presents. That's the way it works on the ball Earth. So my idea with the FAPPAS, I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that whole false paradigm that we've been brought up with for so long. And the reason I'm going to do that is because I have practically come back from the dead. I know, literally no, practically yes. I'd made up my mind that this system has driven me into so much debt and despair and nothing left to live for. I just am fucked. So I thought, well, I've come as far as I can down the line. I've lived a good life. I want to keep living. And, well, this is the end. So, I was okay with it. Just all these other people, all these good people that actually cared, they weren't okay with it. And I know it's probably for their own selfish reasons, you know, how much it's going to affect them, and that's probably right, you know. I should have thought of that before I went and just made a silly post saying this YouTube is going to be my last. By the time it's loaded, I'll be gone. All I really was actually implying was gone for a walk. You know, I was not actually, had no intentions of actually doing the deed, you know, none whatsoever. But, you know, even though part of me wanted to and was ready to, I would never have done it. I'm just not that kind of guy. I'm here for a reason. And here's the reason. I'm here for you. All of you. Not for me. I've got everything I need. Too much more than I need. I've got to get rid of a lot of stuff I don't need. But the thing is, I've accumulated a lot of these needs so I can try and survive in this slave system and come up with my good ideas to help save all of us from this terrible satanic system. And I think it was even this Buzz Aldrin guy, I think that's the one, recently tweeted that something big is about to happen, pure evil. Well, that's why I stay around. because fuck that. I had a vision many years ago where this pure evil looked me in the eye, revved his tyres and screamed and filled the air with smoke. And he was pissed off because he knows that someone can stop him, and it was me. So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm not going anywhere. And that is why I have these plans. Now here's the plan. Put me in the power of the government. Simple as that. Pay me the equivalent of the dole. I don't care. You don't see me wearing suits and ties and needed limousines. You know, I'll drive around in whatever humble car I have. I don't need money. I'm not doing it for power or glory or any of that stuff. I'm doing it for us, the Commonwealth of Australia. The people who have been shafted all their lives. And here's how we do it. The Reserve Bank. You can reserve the money, but you cannot charge interest. Interest is gone. 0% interest. You can lend out as much money as you like to print or manufacture on your computers to people who can prove they can afford to pay the loan over a period of time, but 0% interest. And second, actually this should have been first, but this is going to be second anyway because it's just as important. 1A. Every single Australian human being over the age of 18 gets a $500 a week living allowance, regardless of their income. Regardless. Everybody gets it, okay? It's a bonus to every single one of us. And if the people are still on the dole, they get it on top of that too. And if they're a doctor earning $50,000 a month, they get it too. Everybody gets it. It's just a simple opposite idea. Trickle down effect. Think of a pyramid. Trickle down. Step by step by step by step. So it starts at the top, then it goes to the second top, it goes to the third, fourth, fifth. By the time it gets to the bottom, nobody's got anything anyway. It doesn't help the community, it doesn't help the country, it helps nobody. Pyramids don't get built from the top down. They start at the base. You give $500 to everybody at the bottom who needs it the most. They pump it into the community. They pump it into the businesses. They'll pump it into the mum and dad businesses who ended up getting so busy they have to employ more people. So it creates jobs. That's how you do it. Pump money into the base. That fucking simple. Give everybody that amount of money, especially the ones that need it the most, especially people without a home or address. Bloody Centrelink won't even give you, can't even get on it if you've got no fixed address. You don't exist. How fucked is that? That's Satan's claws getting into everybody. Nah. We're going back to the flat and level earth. And we're building everything up from the base. That's how we do it. Every single adult. And if they're rearing kids, $100 extra per kid. That's plenty. God, you can raise them on way less than that. Believe me, I've done it. I've raised 3 and they're doing okay. Yeah, I mean, the oldest 2 are only at university doing double degrees in engineering, so I think I did all right. My youngest one's still doing a HSC, and she did advanced mathematics last year, so I think she's doing all right. She lives with her mother though, so I don't see her anymore, but that's not the point. The point is, we're talking about basic economic build-up from the bottom to create jobs. Not going and spending fucking hundreds of millions of dollars on fucking submarines we don't even need, giving it to foreign countries to build them for us in the first place. That is just bullshit. Submarines around Australia. What the fuck are they going to do for us? Nah, you're not doing that. You're just stealing the money and creating this fantasy so you can keep living your fucking bullshit multi-millionaire lives. And nah, we've got guillotines for you fuckers. Guillotines. That's how it's going to go down. The Flat Earth Party, political party of Australia, is here to make a change. A real serious change from the ground up for the real people living here on the ground trying to scratch out a living while you cunts are living up there in luxury, taxing the shit out of us, fining the shit out of us. It's done and dusted if enough of you get behind me and we can make a serious change. Because we need one. You know we need one. What else have we got? Who else can you support that says nothing but fucking lies to get voted into their high-paying job so they can retire on a massive pension, live in a luxury holiday house on the beach somewhere, while the rest of us suffer and struggle and pay for it all? Time for change.